Hello, everybody. My name is Ed. I am in my armchair, and the smoking lamp is lit. And guess what I'm smoking today? Come on, think. Yes, my favorite pipe. And look at this guy. Look at the grain on this guy. Just a flame grain. Beauteous Megamus Maximus. I love this pipe. It is a Stanwell 126. Plateau on it. Just nice. And let me tell you a little story, because you want to hear it. This is when I was just starting to collect the Sexton Everson pipes. Now, this is not a Sexton Everson pipe, but I was starting to collect them. So I was looking at Stanwells. This was on eBay, and I saw this. Since it wasn't a Sexton Everson one, I didn't immediately buy it, but man, I liked it, looked at it. At that same time, and this was just a coinky-dink, but Professor Jeremiah was doing this Smoke Every Blend series that he did. And he comes out, and the pipe was the 126. And he was just raving about it. Anywho, that's all I needed to say to myself. Professor Jeremiah loves it. I gotta have it. So I ordered it that day. And said, love it. Now what this was is 126 by a guy that maybe you know about, who also learned under Sexton Everson. Tom Eltang. And to my understanding, he's kind of good. No, he's really good. But for a while there, he was working and doing stuff for Stanwell. So this was one of his designs. I love it. So we got a few things to cover today on my normal Thursday video. First, Smoke Rings, International Smoke Ring Day. Sunday the 15th. We've said it before, but if you want to blow some smoke rings on a video, do it. Let me know. I'll be doing a recap of it all. I already got some in already, so I might be showing you a few of those early. But if not, I'll piece it all together. It's a lot of fun watching these. If you watched yesterday, you saw the first year's little recap. And if you don't do anything like that, at least blow some smoke rings that day. Or try to blow some. Knowing that we want to get it so that this is the day where everybody that's smoking a pipe or smoking a cigar blow some smoke rings that day. Just 'cause, no other reason. And of course, to have fun. Just 'cause and to have fun. Next. Simon, London Calling Simon. Remember? Saturday's live, which is 7 o'clock Eastern here. He's from England. London. Oh, wait a minute. London Calling Simon. Like another coinkydink. But he's doing the auction. Going to be selling off some pipe to help another YTPC member, Phil Rivera. No, I'll be looking in simply because it's been close to 2 weeks since I bought my last pipe. Pad is getting to me. So I'll be there. Okay, so I got 2 VRs to do. We'll start with Jeff, Life with a Pipe, 100 subscriber little contest. Check him out. Life with a Pipe. Actually, both of these videos are something that just fit right in my wheelhouse. And so that's why I just want to participate. These will be great. But Life with a Pipe is asking about your life with a pipe. My life with a pipe. A lot of this stuff you know. If you're new, you don't know it yet. Take notes. But I started smoking a pipe 55 years ago now. Now I know you're thinking, well, wait a minute, you only look like you're 55. How can you be smoking that? Well, I'm a little older than 55 years. I can understand your problem. But anywho, my grandfather smoked a pipe. Now he was had a pipe in his mouth all the time. So he did work with it and stuff. But my father could have been old man armchair. Because my dad smoked cigars, smoked pipe. Especially when I was a kid, he was mainly smoking cigars at that time. But he had pipes. But he was in an armchair. That's really when he smoked. He was an avid reader. Newspaper, books, just devoured it. And so he's sitting in his armchair and smoking. But he didn't, he took walks all the time. He loved taking walks. But he didn't have a cigar or a pipe in his mouth. He didn't lunt. If we had social things or like even a picnic or something, he didn't have to have a cigar with him. He, for the most part, was sitting in an easy chair, smoking. So, coming to me, I started smoking in the Navy because when you're a sailor, you've got to smoke a pipe. But even then, it was in the evening. I'd be on watch duty, or sometimes I'd just be up in the signal area because that's where I kept my pipes and tobacco and everything up there. So I'd be smoking out on the signal bridge. Then out of there, college and work of my life in my armchair. So the armchair piper just not fits for me. And if you wanted to piece it together, if you wanted with a word, I started thinking about this. Had to take some aspirin because my brain started frying. But if you had to put it into a word, it would be relaxation for me. Smoking a pipe, is in my armchair, in my rocking chair, outside on my porch, in my chair. That's when I do my smoking. I don't blunt, I don't clench, I don't really do anything with my hands. If I'm doing stuff with my hands, I don't need to be smoking a pipe when I'm doing it. I don't read anywhere near as much as my dad, especially now, just the different little issues. But I never really read while I was smoking my pipe. It really was sitting down, holding on to the pipe, smoking. I love watching movies, watching television. So in the evening, when I wanted to relax, I'd be sitting in my chair, smoking. So, the armchair piper. Relaxation piper. So that's my answer for you, Jeff. Next VR is for Joshua. Piper up north. He's doing a giveaway for having 25,000 views. Pretty good. I don't think I've ever seen somebody doing a giveaway based on their views. I like it. I like it a lot. I get mine on my anniversaries. I don't do 100,000, whatever. Something different. I like it. And he's basically asking about something you used to collect as a kid, or a hobby that you had as a kid that you still have now. And that goes back a lot, but for me it was so obvious. Simply because, and you see it behind me, I have collected keychains for most of my life. Now let me show you something. Okay. This little collection, I put it in their own frame. This is the keychains that I had when I decided I'm going to collect keychains. I have always been a collector. I just like stuff. So even younger, I was collecting stuff. I had some keychains. A couple of them point out to you. There's one here, there. Right there. And this guy right there. I got that. One is from the Vatican exhibition at the New York World Fair in 63, I think, 64. Michelangelo's Pieta. I saw that. And I got the keychain. The other one is in New York. Because one day we went to the New York World's Fair. A couple of days later, we just went into New York City. And I think getting those was the time when I decided I'm going to get keychains. because you can always get a keychain. It seems like every place has keychains, whereas before I would just been grabbing something as my remembrance of, the trip or whatever. And it was meant to be a keychain of places I'd been. So I'm going to show you a few photos of the various keychains in my displays. So hold on, we'll get ready. Well, the first group of keychains in the bulk kind of conductor, or extra ones that I just put in these little display. Can't really tell too much of them, but there are a lot of extras. Then you'll see a keychain thing for a little display box. Mostly nautical stuff in there. I'd set that up a while back. You can see that. Then you'll see a couple that are in cork frames. One's 12 by 12s. A square foot. And each of those are the keychains I got in a year. So the first one is last year's, then the year before that. You will then see 4 different keychain or cork displays again for the next 4 years. Then you'll see a collection on top of my tobacco display. And that's a lot of nautical stuff too. I'd set that up for a long time ago before I even retired. So I've just left that one. Then you'll see 3 big keychain corkboard frame corkboards that you see that are directly behind me. And okay, let me get the end. And this grouping right here. This is the keychains for this year. Mainly stuff, places where I've been. Jersey, we did to Cape May, stayed in a caboose, Stroudsburg, Wildwood. So various keychains that I've gotten so far this year, mostly off of a golf trip that we took a while back. And my next trip, next week, I will be starting on my trip to the Pacific Northwest. So the Seattle area, it'll be epic. And I'll be getting a lot of keychains then. And so they'll be in this display until I finish off the year. And then I'll probably get another cork display to set that up. So I've been collecting keychains really since about the age of 13. I had a few keychains before then. 13. I estimate, and believe me, I tried to kind of keep, and I'm not. I probably have about 1,700 keychains that I've collected throughout my life. Definitely in the Navy, a lot of business travel. Heck, I've lived in 5 different states. And a lot of golf trips, a lot of trips, and getting keychains. So that's my collection from childhood, but I still participate in. And remember, Sunday, the 15th, International Smoke Ring Day, we are going to see, or attempt to see, because it didn't work out last year, but this year Phil is again on board. You are going to see, for the first time anywhere in the YTPC, Phil from the Briar Report. Whoa, what an event. And although I have Doc still working with us, who technically didn't quite do things, but he has now a new assistant, Captain Tugboat Eddie. He will be helping. What could go wrong? Anywho, I do hope you like this. And if you do, remember to like and subscribe. If you don't like this, you're not going to get to heaven. So may your smoke lamp always be lit. And take care out there.